Up, squad, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, this is going to be your November mid-month reading. I'm sorry that I didn't get it out by the 15th. I always try to do that, but I just came back from New Orleans and it was freaking amazing. I loved it so much. Hospitality was great. Food was great. If you guys haven't been, I definitely recommend it. Like, I'll definitely be back for more. But let's jump into everything, guys. Let's see what's going on for Taurus Squad. Now, this reading is intended for the dates of around November 15th to December 15th. So do keep that in mind. Now, we're going to look at your past, present, and future, and just keep in mind this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Taurus signs, okay? And like I always say, guys, the energies in these readings could be transferable. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or maybe something happening around you. So always keep that in mind. Now, if there's anything you guys need in regards to personal readings, my Instagram, social media stuff, just a way to contact me, all of that is in the description below, so definitely check it out if you need it, okay? All right, squad. So what is going on for the sign of Taurus? November mid-month. All right, what is going on with Bull Squad? We just got out of the Mercury retrograde, guys, yesterday, which was the 20th. So I'm excited about that. I just feel like the energy is much lighter. It's so funny because today, the daily energy that I did on Instagram, it spoke about, money coming in, and people just being in a good place, starting a new business or new relationship or just something that they'd feel very, very abundant in. And literally, I kid you not, guys, within like 4 or 5 minutes of posting that daily energy, I get a knock on my door. It turns out being FedEx. And I'm like, crap, like, I hope I'm not like in any type of shit, because it was like some urgent sort of, FedEx thing that came in a package. And I open it and it's a check. And I'm like, nice, from something I didn't expect. So since I am Taurus, I am sending y'all this abundance. I hope that something like that happens for you guys, or that is just something very, very abundant, okay? So let's talk about it, guys. Now, the energy that we have here is the Hierophant in the reverse. Now, when this card comes up, it's just showing that there's something in our life that could be unconventional, something that's kind of throwing us off, where it's derailing us from what it is that we're truly meant to do, okay? I see that there's something in your life. For some of you, maybe it's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others of you, this is just something that will, is still currently in your life that I feel like you have to close out, a chapter that needs to end in some way, shape, or form. And with that ending, a lot of burden is released. So with this King of Swords, if this isn't a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini specifically that you may be dealing with, then this is something where you're gonna have to kind of handle the situation with this sort of energy. Now, sorry about that, guys. So what does that mean? What that means is, if you're taking on the King of Swords energy, this is all about logic. You got to throw your emotions to the side. You got to throw your feelings to the side. It's not going to help you with whatever it is you're developing. You're using logic. What's the, smartest way to get from point A to B? Okay, if there's anything derailing me, I have to cut that out. So this is someone that they're very, quick on their feet. They're very sharp thinkers. They're really just able to problem solve, and they're just very, very respected. They're very intelligent. So, the need to address something in that sort of manner, again, if it's not a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you're dealing with. So let's start with the past here, guys. Let's see what's going on. So the first card that we have for the past is the Justice card. Sometimes this talks about karmic situations we find ourselves in. This could also be something that had to do with like court, or something that had to do with like law. Why is this Justice card here? Six of Pentacles. And you have the Hierophant in the reverse. So there is something here that was unconventional for you, where it was karmic. But in you kind of like moving away from that and realizing that it was unconventional, you find balance. For others of you, it doesn't even have to be moving away from something. Maybe you just found balance in something that is seen as unconventional, all right? This card could come up if you're talking about tarot to Catholics. They're like, what? What the fuck are you doing? No, that's not cool. Kidding, Catholics don't curse, right? But anyways, it could be something that's seen as unconventional. It could be something like dating someone of the same sex and people around you are like, oh my God, what are you doing? Screw them, right? But anyways, it's like there was some sort of abrupt change, or there was some sort of, there could have been an ending to something, but something was felt heavily, whether it was on your part, on someone else's part, but this brought a lot of good things for you. It brought a lot of abundance, or set you up to get a lot of abundance. And guys, we're Tauruses. We have so much power when it comes to money. We are the strongest sign in the zodiac when it comes to finances. So, we're kind of just made for it. I think that it's our birthright to have money and to be wealthy and to live luxuriously. So I hope that you guys take that on. Okay. Now, the next card that we have, guys, for the past is the Three of Cups. So they're celebrating. There's a lot of joy around this. This could be you spending time with friends. This could be you, socializing, going out, being with family, just being very excited about something. Okay. Or even if you're not excited, it's something worth celebrating. We have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's something that's really exciting. It's something that you feel good about. If it's not finances, it's just, again, you just feel great about it. But at the same time, there's some sort of reservation. There's something that you mentally need to kind of move past that you haven't. With the Four of Swords, that's when someone's in a place where they could be taking some sort of hiatus, or really just figuring out the best way to move forward. So what we'd like to see when, the Four of Swords comes out is actually its reversal, where it's like, okay, we found a way through. We found a way past that. Now it's time to go to the next stage. But here you're just kind of trying to figure out what that is. How do you address something? How do you go about it? But I do feel like there's a lot of passion here, guys. You have the Queen of Wands. So maybe this has something to do with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius specifically. But this is power right here. This could be you guys really succeeding in business. This could be you guys really just passionate about something. But the Queen of Wands, if it's not a person that you're dealing with and it's your energy, this is where you don't need to ask for attention. You don't need to demand the spotlight. You just naturally have it. You go into a room and people recognize you coming into that room. They see your power. They know your power. This is a leader that doesn't have to convince someone to, to follow them. This is someone that is just like, you feel their aura and it's just like, yeah, I'm down for this. You don't even have to open your mouth. I'm with the cause. So let's see why that Queen of Wands is showing up. Page of Swords in the reverse. And you have the World card in the reverse. So there's something happening with a lot of passion here. Again, could be a fire sign for some of you. But there's something in your life that it's still kind of there. It needs to be closed out. And again, this is the past I'm looking at. And whether it's you or somebody else, if there's not someone who completely just stops engaging in a situation where maybe you stop talking to someone or you just stop showing up for something, then this is going to show that there's harsh communication. Okay, someone's saying the truth, someone's saying what they feel needs to be said, but they can be coming off kind of in a cruel way. There's something at this point that your soul knows is kind of just too forced. Okay, and you turn your back on it, but there's a lot of expansion that comes with this. And with Taurus, a bad side of us sometimes is that we can really draw things out. I know I say that often, but we can really draw a situation out. But it's like, the good part of that is that when something is when we decide that it's done, we know it's done. It's like, no, I tried absolutely everything to make this work and it just didn't. So yeah, we could be a little stubborn and hold on to things that aren't necessarily good for us, or that, has ran its course a while back. But at least we have that assurance. It's, at least we don't have to look back and say, what if, we've done everything to see if that could work out. So let's talk about the present moment. The first card we have is the Four of Wands. Really stabilizing yourself, being in a very good place, building on a solid foundation. Hermit card. Nine of Pentacles. All right, Taurus. Right now, any burden, any recklessness, we need to release this. This could be people around you. This could be you getting in your own way, sabotaging yourself. I know I've done it before. You know, we're all guilty of it. This is going to be a very powerful time for us. If you guys are in a place where you don't feel financially self-sufficient, I do see that happening for you. There is something that you guys need to focus on, and there is, if you're not already in a very stable place, you will be, but this is something, Taurus, that needs to be done just you. Okay? Not saying, you know, how do I want to say this? Not saying that you can't get help, but it's not something where you should. It's something that you could kind of do it on your own. Like if you have a partner or you're in a relationship, whatever, they're not going to have to help you with this. But there's something that you really build on your own that really brings a lot of self-sufficiency if you don't already have it, where it has to be you that does it. It has to be you that focuses on it. And you're kind of just releasing anything that was kind of burdening you from going in this direction. So I do see something very strong that's being manifested by the Taurian right now. Okay. Now, the next card that we have, and this is going to be the center of the reading, so this is kind of where all the energies tie into, the Chariot in the reverse. All right. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad card, but there's times where this is kind of like when something just really spirals out of control, okay? And it's like, it's just not happening the way we thought it would. But again, that's not always a bad thing. Let's say, for example, how can this be a good card? Let's say someone is coming into your life for love, okay? Or a new opportunity. Let's say like you're an artist or an actor or something. This could be when something is just happening so fast that you don't have control of it. There's been times where I do readings where it shows new love coming in and a person trying to resist it, but they can't. You know, it's like they just fall so heavily into it. So let's see why that's here. Ten of Swords. And we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. For this, guys, this is going to be something that's just not coming naturally to you. Okay? Whether this is a person, a job, just an energy that you find yourself in, an environment that you find yourself in, there's going to be kind of like an abrupt change, okay, where you're just not dealing with anything that is out of your control. Again, we have self-sufficiency and stability. So Taurus is in a place that we're able to do things on our own. We're able to really have control over something. So if you guys don't feel, and I don't want to say control like, you know, you controlling a person or anything like that. Let's not do that, Taurus. Okay. But I can confidently say that if something's not happening for you effortlessly, just let it go, because it's getting in the way of something good. And you guys are really building in a strong way. All right. The last card that we have for the present moment is the Eight of Wands. Why is this here? Two of Wands in the reverse. And Two of Swords in the reverse. So whatever is reckless in your life right now, or whatever is just not working out, it's going to be addressed. All right. You guys are going to be in a place where you're really able to speak your mind. I don't know if it's just me or if it's a Taurian thing. I am the type of person that I do not like confrontation at all. I will do absolutely anything to avoid, you know, a bad sort of confrontation. But it was so funny. I actually, true story, guys. So I'm in New Orleans. I'm having a great time. And the last day that I was there, it is 9:30 in the morning. Checkout is at 10 o'clock. I had lit an incense to do a reading. So I'm doing this reading and I get a bang on the door. But it's one of those, like, the cops are at your door. And it's management. And they're like, oh, there's a strong smell coming from your room. Okay. So, like, my heart just kind of drops. And I'm like, sir, there's nothing going on here. And I'm in the middle of something. They're like, no, we need to come in. I'm like, here's what you're not going to fucking do. Because I'm leaving in half an hour and then I'm done. I look down at my phone 5 minutes later. And there was like a $275 charge to my card for a smoking fee. Right? So I go downstairs and I was like so proud of myself, you know. I was with someone, you know, the person I was with, I'm like, I don't want you to come downstairs with me just yet, because I don't want you to see the side of me. I haven't seen the side of myself in a while. But yeah, it was reversed within minutes, you know? And I was just proud of myself to be able to put myself out there, because when it comes to shit like that, like I'll kind of avoid it, even if I'm spending money, but I'm just like, I'm not letting this one slide. So yeah, they had to come to the room, they came inside, they're like, no, this is incense, you know? So whatevs. So really, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to say what you want. This is not a time for conformity. This is a time for you to demand what you want, and you get it. All right? This is power moves Taurus. All right, so let's keep it moving. The first card we have for the future is the Devil card. This could be something that's toxic in your life. Okay, for some of you specifically, it could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. But it doesn't always have to be something toxic. This could be, you know, as opposed to taking 2 or 3 tequila shots, you take, you know, 9 in a night. That's where the devil will come out. Okay, when we do too much of something that can kind of throw us off, derail us. Now I want tequila. Okay, I'll have that later. But let's see why this is here. We have the 7 of Swords. You have the Fool card. I see you guys actually building on something and keeping it secret. Going through something that's very, very strong, or building something that's just going to be very strong. For some of you, you keep the secret because you don't want to bring bad energies towards this. If nobody knows what you're doing, they can't attack it. Okay? And shit is real, guys. I used to make the mistake of just talking about my life and my goals because I just saw it as inspiring. And I wanted to inspire those around me, and I wanted to be inspired by those around me. But I saw that when I did that, a lot wouldn't work out, guys. When someone hears about something that can threaten them or something they're not doing that you're doing, their negative energy towards it could be enough to throw you off. All right? So sometimes you want to work in silence, okay? This is something that a person, again, you're keeping quiet because you don't want negative energies, or it's something that you could be keeping quiet from, maybe from a person or an environment that you just can't handle anymore. Okay. This could be you finding a new job that's going to be incredible, but not telling your old job what the fuck you're about to do. This could be you leaving a love situation and going towards a new one and saying, it doesn't matter what the fuck I'm doing, you don't need to know that, I'm not with you anymore. Whatever this is, it's being protected, and because it's being protected in this way, it's going to be in your life for a long time. Okay, this could be something that bothers you or someone. I don't think it's going to bother you guys too much, and if it, or at all, and if it does, I see it being very short-lived. But whatever it is that you're doing, it could be debilitating to someone else. Okay, maybe it's someone that's not over you. Maybe it's a family member that doesn't want to see that. Okay, maybe it's your mom finding out you're gay or something, and then they're just like having a fit. I know my family's not go shit like that, so I hear you guys with that, if that's what your situation is. But yeah, very interesting. There's an offer that's being accepted. Okay. Ace of Wands. Ooh. And the Emperor. You guys really, really boss up, and there's something very passionate in your life. It could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I do see Capricorn energy here for some of you as well. Yeah, guys, this is going to be good. If this isn't a person that you're going towards, this could be maybe a new job that you're starting, maybe a career that, like, I see a lot of you getting into businesses, starting your own business specifically. You're going to have a lot of passion for this. You're going to be very respected. You're bossing up. With the Emperor, that's the person who's making all these decisions. This is the person who's leading a town, okay? You guys are really onto something big, okay? So protect whatever that is so that no harm could come to it. The last card that we have, is the 7 of Pentacles for the future. So let's see why this is here. Queen of Swords in the reverse. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Okay. So again, anything with burden is being released. If you felt burdened by anything, it's going to go. You have something very strong, very powerful coming in. Whatever this is, guys, it's going to be something that has long-term stability attached to it. All right. So if it's a new relationship, it's something that you can really trust and something that you can really dig into. If this is a new business, congratulations, you're going to be fucking rich. Okay. So this is incredible. A lot is being manifested. I'm really proud of a lot of you. You guys, you guys are gonna be so protective over this shit that with the Queen of Swords, that's kind of how you're protecting whatever this is that's happening. So if someone or something tries to come against you, it's not just a sense of you guys letting it go and just ignoring it and walking away. This is you speaking your mind and making someone feel like absolute shit and letting them know not to fuck with you ever again. This is someone that is not afraid to be a bitch. Do what you gotta do, okay? If there's any loss, any sadness, anything where you felt lack, that completely subsides. Expect money, expect passion, expect new beginnings, and protect your dream. Protect whatever this is. Act and let your actions do the talking. If this is, whatever this is that you guys are building, once it is established and steady, that's when you can announce it to people. Do not do it prematurely, because I do see people's energy just being very malicious towards you. Okay, so really, really protect this very, very strongly. Okay. And that's how a fucking Taurus does it. All right, so let's pull some guidance, some advice cards. All right, what the squad need to hear right now. I'm glad that I waited to do this reading, guys. I was gonna try to make time to do it while I was on vacation, but in New Orleans, I was drinking, not gonna lie. So I'm just like, let me not do this. Let me do it when I'm in a good spot and I'm home and I'm sober. So I'm not talking too much shit, but let's see what's going on. I'm definitely feeling the effects of this too, guys. So yeah, this is really incredible. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Hermit card in the reverse. 3 of Cups in the reverse. You guys, you're going to make the decision to cut something out. Okay? And this is going to be something final. And this change might be upsetting to you or someone else. But with you protecting yourself, you know, that's why a lot of good things come in. Okay? Oh my God, my computer's like freezing. Here we go. Why are these cards here? What is this saying? 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Fool card in the reverse. Okay. If anything is draining or depleting you, financially speaking, emotionally speaking, it's not going to work out. Okay. Taurus, what I can say is that, and my heart goes out to anybody who suffers, you know, during anything. I feel like for most Taurians, the pain is not coming your way. It's somebody else experiencing the pain, because you just feel like a part of your life was replenished by what it is that comes in. Yeah, I feel like there's something that you're just not saying because you don't want someone else to be hurt by it. Okay, you guys are going towards something that your soul is so happy about. A lot of you are finding your destiny, your life path. And there's going to be so much clarity. Moon card in the reverse, 8 of Swords in the reverse. You're not in your own way. You're seeing things realistically for what it is. If you felt trapped by anything or by anyone, even if that was yourself, you're out of that mindset now. And with the Moon card, that's a deep awakening, guys. That's you knowing exactly what needs to be done. So I see this as a huge, powerful shift. Whatever's coming in, guys, cherish it. Cherish it. Put hard work into it. It's worth it. Your lives are going to change very dramatically. And it's going to be very, you know, very positive for you. Okay? So guys, amazing. I'm glad I'm a Taurus right now. So guys, one thing I do want to let everybody know is we are in the holiday season now. So I'm in a place where I'm slowly transitioning out of personal readings, only because I have other passions in life that I really, really want to focus on. And I want to focus more on YouTube. So obviously I'm still going to be here doing YouTube readings and all that. And right now I am working on really just updating my personal office and getting all the professional equipment that I need to just do all the creating that I need to do. And as all of my creators out there know, this shit is not cheap. So what I actually did do is I put an Amazon, I made an Amazon wish list with everything that I need to have, you know, the best office possible. So I'm asking you guys for your help with that. A lot of people have been supporting the cause, and I'm so grateful. You guys could either purchase something directly off of that. It comes right to me, or I left my email there that's associated with Amazon. So if you guys just want to send a gift card, because I know some of the stuff could be pricey, you can definitely do that. But whatever you guys do decide to do, if you do, you know, donate anything to my channel, please send me an email. All of my information will be there, and I will send you a free reading, okay? I will get back to absolutely everybody. I'm just catching up with everything, so you will get it. I can't give you a date on when you're going to get that reading, but you'll definitely get it. But yeah, very excited. So guys, I'll be out with, like I said, the December readings next, and we'll see how life goes. Good luck, squad.